Okay, this is the lighten-upgrade walkthrough for fitting the switchback indicators. I'm going to try and do it in one shot so you can see what it takes time-wise. So first thing we do is screen off. So you've got 4 Phillips head screws on the screen mount covers. Four 8mm bolts actually holding the screen to the mount. These are usually quite well stuck to the rubbers underneath. You can take all 4 bolts out without having to support the screen, and peel it off. Take note of where your rubbers stick to, whether the screen or the brackets. And next we've got 4 Phillips head screws, 2 either side of the clocks. And then under the glove box lids, we've got another 2 each side. Tap the mirror casing off. And you've got 1 Phillips head screw this side, just behind the mirror mount. And 1 the other side. Take these rubbers off out the way while you're at it. Some people prefer to undo this screw, fit the cable tie around here, and then screw it back on, which is fine. It's a little bit more secure. Shouldn't really, the tag at the head of the cable tie shouldn't just fall out of that anyway. It's perfectly sufficient like that. If you ever have to do any work and you want to take them off, it's a hell of a lot easier if you don't have to undo the screw to get them off. Next bit, you've just got 3 screws inside each lens cover. take the new lens. So they're marked left and right. They're correct most of the time. So just pop the new clear lens in with the LED unit already fitted. That's how I supply them, so you don't have to worry about putting the LED into the lens. It's all done, so you just take it straight out of the bag and fit it straight to the cover. It's better if you do the screws up halfway. Get everything seated. And then do them up all the way, because the little foam trim that sits between the lens and the cover, if you do one screw up all the way and then another one, the third hole probably won't line up. That's the first one done. And there we have a good example. Done it up too far. It's not quite lined up. So once you've tightened all three of those down, you'll hang the lenses back on the plug those in. These are normally all little pop plugs, but there's a couple of non-standard fasteners on here. On this particular one. Just tap in the centre of all the other pop plugs. And these two top ones lift up and pull out, so with everything else removed, it'll just come off. So now you can get to the back of the clocks. Just pull the rubber boot back, disconnect the two connectors on the back of the clocks, lift the clocks forwards and then up. Right, next you need plug and play power loom for the daytime running light function. The reason for taking the clocks off is you've got a bit of loom down under here, and in here somewhere there's a little black boot. You'll have the connector that goes off to the side lights. If you're struggling to find it, take out one of the side light bulb holders here and just trace the wires back. It's not always in the rubber boot. Oh, there we go. Got the other end of it there. So the plug and play loom has a matching connector for either side. So the male plug on the plug and play connector goes into the bike side of the side light loom, and the other one goes to the side lights. Probably won't be able to see it particularly well with my hands in the way anyway. Then you've got the two black wires that come off it. Send them up around this bit of frame here. And out the hole with the indicator wire, and plug it into the white wire that's left on the LED unit. So then we take the wire from the other side, out through the same hole as the indicator wires again, and plug it into the white wire. You've got the keys, glove box. Okay, so we can now just do a quick test. You can see both are on white. Flashing fast because we haven't changed the relay yet. Put one side on, cancel it, make sure it goes back to white. Same on the other side, cancel, back to white. Spot on. Right, now you need to take off the seat. Left-hand pannier. It's important that you don't use one of the ball-ended Allen keys on these bolts because they're really shallow heads, and if you use the ball end can round out the head of the bolt. So even if you just use the straight end of an Allen key to loosen it and then use the ball to spin it out, that's fine. But just don't put any torque through the ball-ended part. The indicator relay is in there. Black box without a rubber cover with the white writing on it. If you take off this relay here, just tuck it out of the way, it gives you a little bit more space to work with to get to this one. If you unplug it, take the rubber off and fit it to the one supplied with the kit. It is a 3-pin plug. There's only 2 wires in it, but that's fine. There's only 2 wires in this side. I don't know why they use a 3-wire plug. Right, plug it in. Quick test, make sure the flash rate's acceptable. Yeah, spot on. Right, the other part of the kit, you get 2 LED bulbs for your side lights. while the clocks are off. Just pull the rubber out the back of the headlight. Check you've got the right polarity. Okay, so at this stage, if you've only bought the switchback indicator kit, you can start putting everything back. If you've got the LED headlight bulbs, now is a good time to fit them while the clocks are off. It gives you infinitely better access than doing it with the clocks on. If you've got the rear indicator LEDs, you can access these in this corner here. Not particularly easy to get your hands into, so I won't do a video of changing those. If you're changing the tail light LEDs, there's 4 Allen head bolts, 2 here and then 2 underneath. That drops down, and then you've got access to the bulb holders on the back here. That's pretty much it for the switchbacks. I'll do.